Where's the flavor? Where's the flavor in this? I don't taste anything.
Wow. This is incredible. The flavor is immaculate. Never tasted anything like this before.
By myself, talking to the
Have you seen the state of that doggy? Woof. If I pet it, it'd better be fluffy. Adiola takes walks like a geezer. Throw a stick, it will go and retrieve her.
Possums are the only marsupial in the United States.
Nice.
Their body temperature is too low to get rabies. It's very rare that they get rabies.
I didn't know that.
They're the only animal in the United States that has 50 teeth.
Wow.
In a pouch.
Oh, cool.
Right before all this coronavirus stuff, my partner and I went on an incredible trip to Australia. We saw so many animals. Koalas, paddymmelon, wallabies, echidnas, Tasmanian devils, and good old Dora. Wait a second. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's back up. My mom's a 5th grade teacher trying to teach in the times of COVID-19. Last night, she called me and asked me to do a fun lesson about illustration. Naturally, I said, I'd love to. She decided the kiddos could all draw their favorite animal, and I could make a cutout of my own. When she told me, I realized something. I hadn't thought of my favorite animal in years. That brings us all back to my pal Dora. While in Tasmania, we got to stay with a woman who raised wombats. While there, I fell in love with the most amazing wombat. Dora was one of the sweetest and most gentle animals I've ever met. Wombats. Wombats are my favorite animal. I had a great Zoom call with the kids, I got to paint while we talked, and now I have a cutout of my beloved friend Dora. Also, fun fact, did you know that a wombat's poop is square?
Look at this adorable little egg thief. You're stealing my eggs.
It's 8 o'clock in the morning, now I'm entering my bed. Had a few dreams about you, I can't tell you what we did. I expected to see you, good morning, run again.
Hey, why aren't koalas considered bears? Because they're marsupials.
Because they're marsupials? No, it's because they don't have the right qualifications.
Me and my mama was talking about interracial dating last night. And she was like, I know you ain't against it. Why you ain't never tried it? And I was like, I'm just ain't finna force it. But I was like, what about you? Why you ain't never dated outside your race? She talk about, girl, I ain't finna suck on no possum tail.
Oh, meu Deus do céu. O que você tá fazendo aí, homem? Vamos lá sordar logo o negócio? O que você tá fazendo aí?
Tô medindo o tamanho da lapada. O bambu vai gemer legal, hein?
Took a DNA test, turns out I'm 100% a potato.
Alright, take a look at this here. I was just hiking on the trail and I came across this guy. This is an opossum. I saw him walking on the trail and I walked up to it and it got so scared and fainted and passed out and it played possum. This is an involuntary response by these animals. They don't choose to play possum. They just get so scared that they kind of pass out. He's starting to wake up a little bit. You can see his teeth. They got over 50 teeth. They'll do some damage, but they really won't bite you. I'm not in danger of getting bit, or I'm not really in danger of getting rabies. I know these animals might look dirty or kind of like a rat, but they are actually super clean animals. They groom themselves all day long. They actually eat ticks that go on top of them. So anytime they walk through some brush and they get a tick, they will eat it. They are known to eat up to 5,000 ticks a year, helping prevent Lyme disease. They also almost never have rabies. Could they get rabies? Sure, so could humans. But their body temperature is so low internally, it's tough for the rabies virus to survive. So they do not commonly carry it. Another cool thing about them is on their feet, they have opposable thumbs. They also have this super long tail that they use to hang onto trees and help climb. These guys will pretty much eat anything. They will eat anything from fish, bugs, insects, snakes, vegetables, dog food, cat food you leave outside. You'll see them in your garbage. A lot of times people will think they're a big rat, but they're actually not. They're more closely related to a kangaroo than a rat. They do have the pouch on their belly, which makes them a marsupial. They are the only marsupial here we have in North America, which is pretty cool. These guys are awesome. They use those whiskers to help dig and look for stuff. Look at how calm this guy is. He's just sitting in my hands. He's not going anywhere. But such amazing creatures. We're going to put them back here in a second. Another cool thing about these guys is they can actually have up to 20 live babies at birth. They almost come out of the birth canal about 14 days after mating. So they have one of the shortest gestation periods of all mammals. When the babies are born, they crawl right into the mother's pouch and they will stay there until they get big enough to crawl out, and they will actually crawl on the animal's back. And they stay on the mother's back until they're too big and they fall off. And once they fall off, that's when they go off on their own, like this guy. I just thought I'd share some of these facts with you guys, because some people will see them and they'll want to kill them or kind of kick them to the side because they think they're a rat. But they're not a rat. They're a super cool animal. It's the only marsupial we have here in North America. And you got to be very careful when you're handling them. And they're super cool to look at. All right, let's put this guy back.